Saturday. Always do that. Welcome to our Saturday training call. Guys, we do this every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It only goes for an hour. But guys, we don't have to do this, but we want to do this because we believe in the team having success. And the only way to get the most important message out to you guys is to create a Zoom call to get the same message to all of you at once. And so if you're on here, that means you want to do something great, whether it be part-time, full-time, so you know what to do week to week so that you can have success. So guys, make sure that you plug in, make sure that you have your pen, your paper, your device, whatever you use to take notes, and really take this information down. But understand, don't put this information away, never do anything with it. Knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power. And you only make money and change your family's life when you apply the knowledge that's being spewed out today. All right. So again, guys, thank you so much. Welcome to the Saturday call. As you know, guys, we always get started with the weekly submit. So I'm just going to run off the top 10 and pay attention, guys, to who leading from the front, right? Your name too can be up here. You too can be a top producer. You too can lead from the front, but you first have to believe that. And when it's in mind, guess what's going to change? Your pockets, right? So let's talk about the top 10 submit. At number 10, we have Mr. Thaddeus. Great job, $6,191. We have Jasmine Spalding. Great job, girlfriend, making no excuses, $6,578. We have Jamar S, $7,074. Eugene M, always up there, $7,309. Rachel Canning, she's always up there as well, $7,525. Caroline, $8,229. She's part-time, so that's amazing. Richard Moore, $8,478. Andre B, $9,466. Stephen Johnson, $9,590. And then Mr. Bradley M, there can only be one number one, guys, $10,486. So great job to everyone that made the leaderboards, but that also got promoted last month. So guys, I do want to talk about some announcements before we get started. The first thing is definitely work spots, guys. You are in business for yourself. You do have to take your business seriously. And one of the ways to do that is to make sure that you have an office space to work out of, that you have an environment to plug into. But most importantly, guys, get the discounts on these leads. I see a lot of people that don't have work spots and you're complaining about leads that you'll never buy because here's the thing, guys, this gives you a discount. So if you're complaining about how much the leads cost, guess what? You don't have to complain anymore. Not only are they already affordable on the CRM, but guess what? They've also added a discount on top of that. So go and get work spots today. Be intentional about your business. If you know you're going to make money, if you know you're going to put the work in, if you know where you're going, guess what? Get work spots today, because the people who are intentional about the business are those who make money. Those who complain about the business, complain about price, complain about everything, they don't make it here, okay? And we want everybody to win. So make sure you join work spots. Again, you have entry to any office nationwide. You can connect with top producers so that you can learn exactly what to do. And guys, these are not people who've been out the field for 30 years trying to teach you what to do today. These are real-time top producers that can help you with whatever you're struggling with in the business or need to know about the business. We get weekly live sales training, exclusive lead discounts, all right, and also free Wi-Fi where you can actually print your leads and also, use the internet for free as well. That's only $99 a month. Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is the cheapest I've ever seen, to have a spot to work in for $99 a month compared to what business owners are paying for their offices, which is well over $1,000 a month. So guys, be intentional about your business. If you know you're going to make money, if you know you're going to work here, you need to get work spots. Now, let me clear this up because we've had a lot of people jump and get work spots, and great job to you guys that are not licensed yet. Unfortunately, you're not licensed yet, so you can't use or make use of work spots. So don't get work spots, guys, until you're licensed and contracted with the carriers to move forward, okay? Next, I'm going to talk about the Wednesday expansion meeting and what's next call, okay? Guys, this is extremely important. And here's the thing, we're not running a million trainings throughout the week, right? We're running 2 trainings, all right? One on Wednesday and one on Saturday. And the one on Wednesday is not even so much of a training. It's you getting an opportunity to invite people to a Zoom call, all right, so that they can see what the hype is all about. They can see people like themselves making money. They can see what the business is about and how it works. And they have an opportunity to actually join us in business and get all their information and all their questions answered. And what's next is for those who are licensed and or unlicensed, so that you know exactly what to do next from where you are. I can't tell you how many times I get questions throughout the week from people who they're just lost. They don't know what to do. They don't know what's next. And, you know, they want to make money. They just don't know what to do next. So guys, you need to get on this Wednesday call. It's every Wednesday. And here's the thing, who could better sell the opportunity? You or us, right? Because I know some of you maybe haven't picked up a check yet. You're still learning the business. You may not have gotten licensed yet, and you haven't seen success just yet. Well, guess what? We are here to help you. We're going to help you build, right? And we're going to give all that information on Wednesday and tell you exactly what's next. And guess what? We're going to answer all the questions that you have. Guys, us leaders are extremely busy throughout the week. And the last thing we want to do is answer questions that we've already answered on these calls. Not to say we don't have time to answer your questions. We're just trying to make it easier on us and also make it easier on you as well. So help us help you and plug in. I mean, guys, if you treat this like a hobby, it will pay you like a hobby. But guess what? If you treat it like a job, it will pay you like a business. And ask yourself, with what you're doing right now, should you have been fired already? Should you have been fired? Or if you were working a job, are you getting ahead? Kind of think of it like that. And sometimes you have to trick your mind, because guys, some of us on here have worked a job for so long. You got to get acclimated to even be in business. And so this is the way to do it. Start with the fundamentals and start plugging in so you can get all your information. All right, then the last thing I want to talk about is convention. That is our next big event. Guys, you do not want to miss convention, okay? I've never seen anyone here in FFL become successful without going to convention. It is mind-blowing, it's life-changing, and I mean, it's more than what I'm telling you from here. You have to experience it yourself. You would be 6 months to a year ahead of anybody else that didn't go, right? You're going to get the top of the line. There's more than just FFL National, FFL Allegiance, FFL Fury, FFL High Voltage, FFL Protect and Serve. There's more than what we're doing here. And there's people from all over nationwide that are going to give you the things that they are doing so that you too can have success. You might find somebody that you can relate to that will cause you to help you get out of your situation you don't think you could get out of. I mean, not only that, guys, this is live training. We don't do a bunch of high-fiving and hoorahing. Like, no, we're going to get the information we need, guys, so you can come back home and you can go make this money and change your family's life. All right, so you want to make sure you're there. The great thing about this event, it is completely free. We come from an insurance company where we had to pay for everything. So not only were our comps low, but all the money that we did make in the business, we had to pay back in buses, tickets, all types of things, right? Including an event and paying for other people to get to this event. So our president of the company comes from a similar company where they had to pay for everything. And he vowed that here at FFL, all training, all conventions, all meetings are completely free. Do you have to pay to get there? Yes. Do you have to pay for your hotel? Yes. They're listed at the bottom, but guess what? The event is completely free. And I don't know about you guys, but when I look at people on a day-to-day basis, you got to ask yourself, who are you hanging around? Who are you speaking to? If you're hanging around 9 broke people, most likely you're going to be the 10th one. So you want to make sure you get there with a bunch of leaders that'll help you grow, expand your mind, your vision. All right, so that you can take your life, your business, whatever it is that you're trying to do here to the next level. All right, so that wraps up my announcements. So I do want to get started with the speakers, and the first speaker that I definitely want to highlight, she's going to talk for 2 minutes. This is my amazing leader. I'm just so blessed to be in business with her, and to help her elevate, because I know if I help her move up, I'm going to move up. And guys, always remember something. What you do to your manager, your team will do to you. So make sure you're treating people right. Make sure you're plugged in. And then if this is something that you want to do and you have goals, and this is what you've told your manager, you need to do what it is that needs to be done. All right, that we're saying, because we're not telling you just for our health. We're telling you because we have your best interest. See, when you win, we win, right? And I'm excited to be able to say that this amazing woman going from zero to hero in such a short period of time is now our new EVP, Executive Vice President, doing over 500,000 as a team. So Kali, thank you. I'm blessed to have you in my life. Take it away, girlfriend.
Hey, good. Thank you, Corinne. Thank you so much. Congratulations to everybody who this week, if you wrote your first sale, if you hire somebody, great job, because guys, that's really where it starts. It starts from the first transaction. So, and I was talking to somebody earlier, they were telling me congratulations about this promotion. Guys, it's really not about me. It's about, because the next goal is we got to get FFL Fury to $1 million in issue pay volume in a month. So we're halfway there, and we've done an amazing job getting there. Everybody it doesn't matter if you submitted one application, one hire, whatever you've done in the last month that contributed to the overall, that $500,000 mark. Thank you for your help, because it's a team effort. It's not just one person. It's not me, and it's not Corinne. It's a group of people. But then to get to the next level, to the $1 million mark, guys, like, we need everybody all in, right? That's why the password to the call is all in, because we need everybody's help to get there. And the truth of the matter is that if we have everybody, on the we have everybody participating in that $1 million mark, then that means that we have people getting promoted to vice president, we have people getting promoted to sales manager, we have people getting promoted to senior sales manager, we have other people getting promoted to executive vice president, we have people getting promoted to senior vice president. So it's not about me, guys. It's about you and where you want to be in the next 60 or 90 days. Because my goal is for Fury to be at $1 million issue pay volume in a month by March. So we got it, and we can't do it with the existing people that we have either. We have to add more people to the team. So we have to double the amount of people, and we also have to double the amount of volume. And my commitment to the goal is to lead from the front and lead by example, because it doesn't matter, like, it's easy to say what we're doing, but I have to be the example for everybody here. And again, if we get to $1 million, that means there's so many more people that are winning at a high level, and we're helping so many more families, and that's really what it's about. So with that being said, guys, let's shoot for $1 million. Let's go to the next level, and let's, run it up. And I want to see, promotions after promotions after promotions. So that's all I got, Corinne.
Great job. And how long have you been in business?
2 years.
So in 2 years, over $500,000. That's how we do?
Yes.
So you guys see it for yourself. It's 2 years, guys.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I've seen people work
at the other company for 6.5 years.
Ooh.
And we only did the biggest month that we ever had as a team was 22,000 was our biggest month as a team at the other company. And that's over 6 years. So here, I don't know if it's how many times that amount we've done, in a very short amount of time. But it also goes to show that anything is possible here at Family First Life as well. Right. And so, it doesn't, like, when I got here, I was just like anybody else. It's brand new. I was nervous. It didn't matter if I had been selling insurance or not. I wasn't doing it here. So it was new to me. So I had to learn the new processes. I had to learn everything from scratch, just like anybody else, whether you're licensed, licensed or unlicensed. I had to learn the Family First Life system. The one thing that I did have, the advantage that I had, is that the company that we came from, even though we didn't make any money, what they did teach us is they taught us how to hire people, and they taught us how to hire a lot of people very quickly. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why Corinne is here. That's why Andre is the vice president for Dream Team. That's why Andre is here. All these different people that I grabbed and say, hey guys, take a look at this opportunity and I know we thought we were in the best thing, but take a look at this, because I'm telling you, this is better. And everybody that has come along for the ride is seeing now that it is better, and they're changing their families' lives as well. So again, and I don't have, like I said, it's not about me. It's about how many people can you personally help, and then how many other families' lives can you change, right? Can you change your family's life, but can you also help other people change their lives? Because that's what the big goal is about, is getting other people's lives to be able to get changed, right? And so, but it is amazing, guys. Just if you and somebody just posted, you cannot stop a made up mind, right? I knew when I got here that I wanted to I saw myself on a stage. I knew when I got here, I saw myself on conference calls. I knew when I got here, I saw myself as $1 million producer, $1 million team producer. But it started with making a decision. This is what I wanted to do, and then staying plugged into the processes and staying coachable to my upline. To this day, I still, I get coaching all the time from Mike Fowle, from Frank. They coach me. I don't do everything right. I'm not perfect, but I listen to what they're saying, because obviously they have what I want. And so I'm going to listen to what they're saying, because I want to do what they're doing. Right. And so, but yeah, in 2 years, I went into a whole nother tangent.
That's powerful. Thank you so much. And again, congratulations, super friend.
Great job.
Yes. So next, guys, make sure, listen, get your pens, your stylus, whatever you got to write this information down. We have two amazing speakers today, and I have the pleasure of introducing the first one, Austin Smith. He is not only a great business partner, guys, but I've watched this young man. I think he's younger than me. I'm not sure. But I watched him go to, I think it was convention or one of the events. He had a book bag on, and he was just going around asking a bunch of questions. I really don't think he was doing a lot at that moment. But then boom, from all the questions that he asked, I guess he put it into play and went to work. And last month cleared over 16,000, and between him and his team, they did over 64,000. All right, right up there with high voltage, right? So I'm excited to announce him. He's going to take about 10 minutes today and actually talk about setting appointments, all right, and phone etiquette. So, Austin, are you there? We can't hear you. You're muted. You're still muted.
Can you hear me?
What's up, buddy?
What's up? Morning.
I'm so excited. Oh yeah, guys, he's on Honor and Valor. Soon to have his, what's gonna be your logo name?
You guys gotta stay tuned for that.
Oh, okay. Well, look, we're excited. Congratulations on all your success. Go ahead and take it away.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna talk about appointment setting, and first and foremost, want to congratulate everybody on their accomplishments and their milestones. Especially Kali, she's gonna be our next female Black board member. So gotta push her there, get her there as fast as possible. So congratulations on that. Real quick, before we start, I just wanted to get like a quick Instagram video. So I'm just gonna do one of these. So everybody can say hi. Hey. All right, cool. So appointment setting. Let's see. I'm sorry, hold on. Appointment setting. So I don't know how to make my video go to my, okay. Appointment setting. When it comes down to setting appointments, guys, it's just a few key things. It's probably the most important thing when it comes down to the business, because if you don't have people to see and you're not setting appointments, then we're not putting our knees to knees in the kitchen tables, and we're not able to help families. So definitely appointment setting. I'm glad that this was like one of the things I try to master first, because it helped made everything a lot easier when it came down to the business. But first and foremost, just you got to talk about leads first. Having enough leads when you are setting appointments is key, because if you don't have enough people to call, it's going to make your dial session a lot more difficult. So make sure you stack up on leads, have like 100, 150 leads per dial session, so you can just stack up on these dials. And another thing that I like to just tell new people, especially because, I mean, you guys get a lead, we all get a lead, and we think we just got to dial them one time and they're going to pick up. Don't be afraid to double dial them, triple dial them. You could have a stack of 100 leads and dial the same 100 leads 400 times. And what I mean by that just means that you dial through them once, then you dial through them again, then you dial through them again, and you continue dialing through them. Not everybody's going to pick up on the first time. They might be at work, they may be in an important conversation, they don't know whose number is calling. You got to be creative when it comes down to your approach when you're reaching out to these folks. I mean, hit them from a different area code after you dialed them. How many of us can honestly say that we do that? I feel like if you're not doing that, you are honestly just letting that lead, potentially money that should be in your pocket and helping that family, it's flying into somebody else's. Call them in the morning, call them in the evening. Those are very important things that it took me a while to figure out, but once I figured out, I'm like, this is huge. I mean, I've dialed a stack of 20 leads in 2 hours. I've dialed them 8 times. I've dialed people 20 times in a day. So I just want to definitely spend time on that, because don't be afraid to make contacts. This is a contact sport. Getting them on the phone is half the battle. And then just having the right pitch when you get them on the phone is probably the next battle. There's a dozen different pitches out there. Just compile them all together and use what works best for you. But just in general, you want to be brief, you want to be to the point, and you want to cover, why you're calling, who you are, why you're calling, and what you're trying to do. Those 3 points are the only thing that you're talking about when you're on the phone. You're not there to, have a conversation. No, you're not there to have a conversation, honestly. It's you're telling them who you are, why you're calling, and what you're calling about. Period. I mean, it's nice to try to build a rapport over the phone, but that is not going to help you book appointments. In fact, it actually hurts you. The more time you spend trying to be nice and be cordial, all that stuff, it actually gives them like more of a reason to call you back later and cancel it. So, stay away from that. Stick to your pitch, fire it off as many times as you can, and just watch the appointments stack up on each other. When I was pretty good at dialing, because I've been doing this for a long time. One of the things that I modeled my phone script after is the phone pitch from the guy from The Wolf of Wall Street. I can't remember his name. It's like a linear approach. When you're dialing people, your job is to get them from point A. That's when it's a hey, how are you, to point Z, which is in a booked an appointment. So it's from A to Z, it's just a control battle, and your job is just to get them from A to Z, and they're going to try to throw you off the marker somewhere in between. So if you're like, hey, my name is Austin, I'm reaching out from the benefit center from Hudson County, how are you? They're going to say, who's this? That's them trying to get control over again. Then, you just don't steamroll to your script. You got to make sure they're with you. So you got to ask another question, because the person that asks the next question is going to be in control. So then I say, this is Austin, I'm reaching out from the Hudson County Benefit Center. Can you hear me okay? Right? I want to make sure they could hear me, and I'm making sure that they respond to my question, because I know that if I just continue going through my script and I know they're not with me, I just wasted my whole pitch. That right there is just, you gotta not let them throw you off your rocker. So A to Z, hey, this is Austin reaching out from the Benefit Center, New Jersey. How are you? Who's this? this is Austin reaching out from the benefit center. Can you hear me okay? Yes. What is this all about? I'm calling you because you had filled out this form regarding the state regulated final expense programs. What are you calling about? Did you go back? Can you hear me okay? I'm reaching out from the state benefit center, state of New Jersey. You had filled out a form and sent it into our office. You had filled a form out. You sent it in to our office. I'm reaching out to you because you sent this in. You know, I battle and politic with people on the phone a lot in the beginning, because for me to not go through this part and then try to go to this part, they're always going to say, call me back, you know, because they're not comprehending, or maybe it's a bad time. I might even introduce, like, is this a bad time? Should I call you back? And they don't even know who I am or like really why I'm calling yet, you know? So the control in the beginning is huge. It's not necessarily what you say, it's just how you, like, Jamie's amazing on the phone because she just controls the conversation. Like, anything that you say to her, and that's what all a rebuttal is, you know, they're just trying to get control over the situation. So pay attention to that. I used to do dials for a chimney sweep company, and we literally had like 10 seconds to capture somebody's attention. Otherwise, they're going to tell you, you know, to go F yourself, never call them again, whatever. So also just have the right energy when you're dialing. You don't have to be excited. I'm not an excited person. Corinne knows that. I'm very level. So, but I have the right energy. I'm not like sleeping behind the phones. I'm just very, my tone is the right way on the phones as well. But just act like you're just completing your job. You sent this in. I'm getting back to you. This is why I'm calling. This is what I'm trying to do. You know, and this is my job. You know, like if they're arguing with me, why do you have to come? Blah, blah, blah. It's just protocol. You know, it's my job. These are non-medical programs. So they do have me verify your ID, and they have me verify that you're not 900 pounds or chained to a hospital bed. It takes 5 or 10 minutes and I'm out your hair. What time works best for you? You know, you hit them with a rebuttal. And then the last part I would say is, now you got through all that, what happens I find is newer agents, they leave it wide open on the schedule. You can't do that because they already don't really want to set the time for your conversation with them right now. And even when it comes down to being on the, you know, having you come by. So if you say, well, I'm in the area, I'm in the area all day, you lost them. I mean, in New Jersey, that does not work for me. I can't do that. I have to be very precise, you know, because I know that if I leave it open this much, they're gonna say, oh, call me back. I don't know. You have the retirees telling you, like, they're so busy, they're 80 years old, they don't, you know, they're so busy over the next couple of days. I hate to say it's BS. They're not that busy, but you did not funnel them into a yes or no decision on a time and an agreement there. You know, you have to just have that intuition to know that, like, I gotta just get this time on a slot, and then, you know, get them to write it down. Because if they don't, you know, I just had an agent, he had a bunch of appointments, but a lot of them no-showed, and I said, did you have them write your any of this information down when you got off the phone with them? He said no. I'm like, well, that could have definitely increased your show ratio, because if the second you get off the phone with them, especially if they're at work, they forgot about it. It's just human nature. So if they write it down with a code and your name and the time, you're increasing the odds of them being there by like 30, 40, 50, I mean, maybe even 50%, honestly. You know, you could bring a 30% show ratio to a 50% show ratio, a 60% show ratio, 75, you know, just having them write that information down. So I don't know if I spoke over the time that I had, but if there's any questions or anything like that, I'll be happy to answer them. If not, I mean, I could go on longer, but that's pretty much it for me.
That's awesome. I have a question for you, Austin. Austin, you really a lot of major points, which is very crucial when dialing. In the beginning, when you started dialing, because we have a lot of new people on this call, did you just dial and stop when you felt like it, or did you dial until you booked your appointments? What did that look like for you in the beginning as you were trying to get good at dialing here with FFL?
I mean, I worked in the insurance thing before this, so I knew like it doesn't make sense for me to leave my chair at all and do what I'm doing here, because it's just going to mess me up tomorrow. If I only have 4 appointments, I'm going to be wasting a lot of my time for the most part driving around, because I was driving from New York all the way to New Jersey, about an hour and a half paying tolls. I can't afford to go across the bridge and only have 4 appointments. So when I was new, I was dialing from 7:30 to 8 o'clock at night. I mean, I just had to do what, I mean, obviously I don't do that now. I could book my appointments in 3 hours, but you know, it takes time to get to that point. So I'm not finished booking. I'm not getting out of my chair till I have my schedule that I need, that I know that's going to result into me having the best shot to sit down with enough people. And you know, it's all numbers. You know, if you got a 60% show ratio and you only have 5 appointments, you're going to sit with 2 people. One of them, you know, might be out the door by the time, you know, one of them might not qualify, or the spouse might not be there, and you just, you know, now you wasted your time for the day and you got a door knock. So I mean, I got to go out with at least 8 appointments, worst case. You know, better situation be 10 or 12.
Perfect. And did you start out buying leads? Also, did you start out part-time, or did you just jump straight in and go full-time? What did that look like for you?
Full-time, and then I just started buying the internet life leads, the 1 month, the 3 months, the new ones, you know, right when they started coming out with those things.
Perfect. Does anybody, we could take a couple questions and then we got to go on to our next speaker. Does anybody have a question? If you can put it in the chat for Austin. Austin crushed it. Oh my gosh. No questions. So that means we're all going to be booking our 8 to 10 appointments on the days that, I have another question. What is your schedule? Are you doing dial a day, run a day, or dial a day, 2 run days?
I change it up all the time, honestly. I do a lot of dial a day, run a day, or I do dial day, run a day, and then I'll dial in the morning and I'll have like 3 or 4 appointments in the evening. So it's like a dial day, run a day, but I'm always running appointments pretty much every day.
Okay. All right. And so what do you suggest a new person start out with their schedule? What do you suggest?
Dial day, run a day, because you are, when you book appointments further out, the less likelihood they'll be home. So if you do a dial day and then a run a day, like you're dialing, and then the Monday you're dialing, Tuesday you're running appointments all day from the ones that you booked yesterday, which they're probably less likely to forget, and they're more likely to you know, abide by the time that you gave them. And then if they're not there, then you can, you know, go, you know, book again in the morning and then door knock at people that you missed, or, you know, swing back around. I wouldn't do a dial run 2 if I'm brand new. It's just too much space. And if you give somebody too much space, even when you're calling them and booking an appointment, like you're saying, I'm in the area tomorrow and this day, you know, like you got to say, hey, I'm in the area tomorrow. What time works best, 6 o'clock or at 8 o'clock? What time are you home from work? Are you working, retired, disabled? Retired, any reason why you wouldn't be home at 9 a.m.? My guess is you're retired. Do you have any doctor's appointments in the morning? No. My guess is you're home at 9 o'clock. Grab a pen and paper so you can write down this information. You know, you got to give them less of a way out. You got to just, you know, hit them with the time that you're coming by. I'm in the area. I'm meeting with one of your residents down the street. I'll be over there by 11. Just say something like that. See if they stop you. Well, I find they don't a lot of times. I say, go grab a piece of paper, pen and paper. They never like actually agree to it, but they're writing it down. What's your name again? Austin. I'll be there tomorrow around 11. Because if they're retired, they don't have doctor's appointments. They're gonna be home. If they're working and they get off work at 5, they're home by 6. So my guess is you're home by 6, Mr. Jones. Yeah, I'm usually home. Grab a pen and paper. Right. I have to have you write down a couple things. What am I writing down? My name's Austin. Confirmation number. I'll be there tomorrow around 6 o'clock. What are you coming for? I'm coming for to get you this information that you requested. They just have me lay eyes on you, verify your medications, and I'm out the door. It takes a couple minutes. Okay. You just gotta assume it. They filled something out. You're doing your job. Assumption is key, when booking appointments.
That's a big deal. Austin, I know you're extremely busy, and to take the time out to definitely get on our call to speak with, all of our leaders, we really all do appreciate you. And guys, the best way we can show our appreciation is by putting this information to work and going out and helping your family, okay? Because that's why it's called Family First. We get to build a business where your family comes first, and we can protect families at the same time while building financial independence. So Austin, again, thank you so much. We appreciate you, and congratulations on all your success. All right, guys, so to close out our call, our last speaker, so excited to announce him. I met him at the conference in Maryland, and glad I did, because I've learned so much from him in a short period of time. He's building an amazing business. A lot of you recognize him. He does the, what is it called? The class calls, the classroom.
Fast Track Academy.
Fast Track Academy. I didn't have it in my head. He runs the Fast Track Academy, guys. So what better person to go over, all right, getting off to a fast start, hiring, because him and his team are building a huge team. They closed over 51,000 last month, and he's also leading from the front, over 15,000 in personal production. He's well on his way. I'm excited about all your success, Julian. Thank you so much for taking your time out of your busy schedule, guys. He's a dad. He runs a business, and he's so involved. When I called him, guys, he was flying to go see some of his teammates. He was traveling to go see some of his teammates, because that's how much he's invested, and it's coming back tenfold. So we're excited. Please go over hiring and how to be a top producer. Take it away.
I got to have you introduce me at everything. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I want to give a big shout out to Austin though too. I met him at the event also. We looked at each other like, are we related? And he has a way better hairline than me. But Austin, that whole thing he was talking about, there's a book called Straight Line Selling by the Wolf of Wall Street, and it talks about that A to B thing in there as well. So I don't know how many of you are readers, but they say leaders are readers. So that's right. But I recommend that book to anyone starting out. Also, if you want to start out as a new agent, there's a book called Take the Stairs. It says there's no such thing as an elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. I recommend that book as well. But I'll speed it along. I know I'm being recorded, so I'm going to do my best to be professional. Y'all are so professional on this call. I'm very uncomfortable by it, so I'm probably gonna do my best. No promises, KG to VP. All right, but to get started as fast as possible, the first thing that I'm going to tell you is get started. Don't get ready. Okay. Everyone wants to get ready and get ready and get ready. You have to just get started. There's a lot of information out here. I know that it can be overwhelming, but it's only overwhelming if you don't have a schedule or if you don't have a plan of attack. I know for a fact that Kali, KG, any of the leaders that I've met are more than happy to sit down for 5 minutes and give you a plan of attack. If you feel like you can't reach them, watch what they do. Okay, KG's in the field. She's dialing Mondays. Let me see if I can dial Mondays, because success leaves clues. All right. Anybody who's successful trust me, you can do what they do because they're just human beings. All right. Any of us, we all bleed and breathe. Okay. There's nothing special about a Julian. Trust me, I was the most trash new agent you'll ever see. No matter how bad you think you are, I was worse. No matter how broke you may think you are, trust me, I was more broke. I was broker. That's not even the right word for that sentence. That doesn't even fit. But now I'm broker. You see y'all see what I did there? That's fine. So basically, let's say that you're trying to get started and you don't necessarily have money for leads. I'm probably going to say a lot of stuff that's controversial. I don't care though. I'm just going to give you the sauce that I have. So first and foremost, you need to, well, let me start here. Get out of the house. Get out of your house. There's a very small percentage of the population who's very successful and super self-motivated that doesn't need any push. I'm not in that population. Okay. If I'm in the house, I'm going to find a distraction. I used to think distractions found me. No, I'm gonna find a distraction. Okay. If I'm at home, like I'm gonna, I don't know, find a reason to go in the basement real quick. Then I'm gonna see that I have some weights down there. Then I'm gonna lift real fast. Oh, now I'm tired. I gotta go ahead and take a little rest, get a little juice. Gotta take a shower to get clean. Now 3 or 4 hours have went past and I haven't made one phone call. No, get out of the house. Now you may be thinking, well, I'm somebody who's going to do home sales from home. Guess what? You can leave the house. There's so many places you can dial that are not at home. Even if you don't have an office near you. And all of you in the Baltimore area have the office. I don't care if it's an hour away. I had an agent from Maryland actually call me. I don't know if he's on the call or not. But it is what it is. I ain't gonna say your name, but he called me the other day and he was having some struggles. I gave him a little bit of advice and he says, well, it doesn't make sense for me to drive an hour to the office when I could be dialing. And I'm like, well, it makes all the sense because right now, the day he called me, no one was in the office except for like Jamie and Frank. So of course, go to the office. Why wouldn't you want to be around somebody who can make you better? Because I'll tell you right now, talking to me for 45 minutes didn't make you better. Because all I told him to do pretty much was to go to the office. So go to the office. All right. If you don't want to be in the office for whatever reason, talk to your upline about why it's better to be in the office. But if you're doing telesales from home, or if you're afraid of COVID, you can go to, there's rent spaces that you can rent. There's things you can do to get out. I don't care if you're in the car dialing. I'm telling you, get out of the house. All right. I have a thing called that I say motion creates emotion. Like you see, I talk with my hands. If this wasn't a Zoom call and I was on the phone with you, like I would be walking around. Anybody who knows me knows that I can't just be on the phone. I got to be doing the dishes. I got to be doing something. But if you're just sitting there, you're going to transfer whatever feeling. It's different. Calls are different when you're up and when you're walking, when you smile. There's an energy transference that goes through, and it actually helps your mood as well. But I'm not going to talk about calls anymore. I was Austin. Austin did a better job than I'm about to do. All right. Another thing about leaving the house is it eliminates not just distractions, but it eliminates excuses. So if you're at home by yourself, you can tell yourself whatever lie you want. Okay, we all lie to ourselves. All right, all of us do. I'm 5'5", but you know what? Sometimes I might tell you that I'm 6 foot tall. You know, I might make a Tinder profile that says I'm 6 foot. Who knows? You know what I mean? You can't lie to the numbers at the end of the week, though. You can't lie to your paycheck or lack thereof. All right, so it's critical that you leave the house. I just said a lot about that. One of the things I'm keeping on task because I had stuff I wanted to say. Everyone talks about mindset in this business, but my thing is everyone's motivated differently. There's some people on this call who are very, 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 very motivated by money. I have a lot of family members that are like that. Like my older brother, I'm at his house right now because after this call, I'm picking up my daughter. He's a money person. He likes numbers and money. I like the things money can do, but you're not, there's no one can tell me here's $1,000, Julian, if you do this. That's not going to work for me. I have different motivators. And one of the things that motivates me is the things I can do with it. And I always say I have to pick a struggle. All right. All of you have to pick a struggle. Any goal that you have, anything worth working for is something that you have to choose. So forget all the mindset talk. Think about it. If you are, let's say, well, I don't want to talk about that kind of stuff because I feel like people think let's say that you want to get muscular, right? Let's say you want to be built like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, but you're like a stick figure type of person. You're either going to struggle with your body identity, however you're struggling with it, or you're going to struggle in the gym, working out every morning and getting where you got to get. It's a struggle. I don't know how many of you have ever actually been broke, but that's a struggle, okay? I would rather struggle on the phone and get told no 1,000 times, knowing that out of 1,000, if I'm a bad closer, I'll close 50 out of 1,000. I'd rather know that with 950 no's, I'm going to get 50 yeses and get a check. I would rather struggle through those no's. I would rather struggle in the hot sun knocking on doors. I would rather struggle trying to pay tolls and stuff like Austin was saying than to struggle with the fact that I got to tell my daughter now that I can't pay for her school. I got to struggle talking to my co-parent about how I made promises to her and my daughter, and I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us disassociate our current selves from our future selves, and it's crazy. It's crazy. You cannot disassociate. You have to say, what am I doing right now that's going to help my future self? All right. You got to pick a struggle. You have to pick a struggle. And let's say that you're one of these people who doesn't care about money, doesn't care about struggling, and you wanted to do life insurance because you wanted to help people. If you don't get started, you are doing a disservice. When I went to St. Louis, one of my friend's uncle just passed the day before yesterday. Another one of my team members has COVID that didn't come to the office, obviously. I came from St. Louis. I'm now in Toledo. And one of my agents just got his brother home who has COVID. And another one of my agents is in Florida for their uncle's funeral. Tomorrow is not promised. These leads that you buy are people that need you, okay? And when you buy them and don't use them, you let them go to waste. And these are families that you could be helping. People who die without insurance, they pay, it costs on top of the emotional toll, all right? So if you don't want to do it for the money, you don't want to do it for yourself, do it for these people who need the help. And if they tell you no, guess what? That's their fault then. You're supposed to get no. They're supposed to tell you no. All right. That's their job. Their job is to tell you no. Your job is to get 100 no's and 10 yeses. That's your job. So seek out your no's. All right. Enough philosophy. So as far as the sauce, because I told myself I'd make it fast. I have two principles in every house that I go into. One of them I actually made my team motto back in the day. And that motto is take everything. The reason I said it's mildly controversial is because the analogy was, if you've ever gotten held up, stuck up, robbed, or anything like that, then you know the whole thing is they want what you got. What you got in your pockets? What's on you? What's up? Oh, those are some nice shoes. I'm like, I only wear like a 7. You can't fit my shoes. I don't care. Run the shoes. Give me those shoes. What's up with that watch? It's not a watch, it's beads. Give me the beads. You got a necklace? That's a real nice necklace. Let me get that. All right. They take everything. So when I get in the house, I have that same mentality. My radar goes up the second I walk in a house. I'm looking for stuff. I'm looking at pictures because I want to see where are the relatives, because you don't know if this person's insurable. Yeah, we got AIG. That's cute. What if the person's 22? Okay, we got some Americo stuff. Yeah, are you getting really paid a lot on that? There's some solutions. You got some Transamerica. I get it. But if this person's broke or this person can't get it, I just wasted my time dialing. I wasted all of this. No. I got to pick a struggle. I ain't going to struggle on dial day. My next dial day, I'm going to walk in with preset appointments. Everybody else walking in, setting a new schedule. When I come into the dial day, I've already got 6 on my schedule. I'm not playing games. So I walked in this house. Okay, all right, this person's got kids. I see pictures on the wall. Okay, all right, okay. I'm looking to see what type of Apple Jacks they have on the fridge, because I need to know, are you the type of person that's going to buy Apple Jacks, or are you buying Jack's Apples off brand? I need to know if you can afford it. So like, you have to be aware of your surroundings in these houses and be willing to take everything. So if I can't get a sale off of the main person, in my mind, I know they got kids, grandkids, relatives. I've talked to them about it. I'm going to get referrals, because the company that Austin and I came from, they gave you 60 leads for, no, not about to say 30 days, for 60 days. You had 60 leads. You couldn't pick where your leads were either. And they weren't life insurance leads. They were fake. They were bait and switch. So we had to learn how to, as they say, get it out the mud. So basically, like I said, I'll go into a house, I'm going to get referrals. And then when I get those referrals, and I know a lot of people at Family First don't believe in referrals. That's you. Do what you got to do. Live your life. I'm picking my struggle my way. All right. This is how I do. All right. Y'all might want to delete this recording. I know like referrals are taboo around here. Y'all want to buy leads. That's fine. That's great. But my whole thing is return on investment. You know what I'm saying? If I spent $11 on this lead for one lead, I just turned this $11 lead into 5 leads. And those other 4 were free. So spend how you want to spend, do how you got to do. It's just a little bit of extra work. If you can ask for an annuity, you can ask for a referral, because referrals are free. So I walk in the house, I get referrals, and before I leave, I make them call some. And I know KG can do this. I know she does it. All right. So you better ask her how she does it, because I don't want to run out of time here. I'm probably out already. Look, I got like 2 minutes. All right. So on top of that, so I ask for referrals. And if they can't qualify, I know if they got kids or grandkids, I'm going to try to write the kids or grandkids. Referrals, another thing about taking everything. If we have a thing on my part of my old company, we would call it cooking. Anytime you're about to make a sale, or anytime they're about to pick an option, we would post on our board cooking, because we know we're about to close them. And then, you know, we say whatever the meal is would be, you know. And so I always used to say, don't come in the kitchen when I'm cooking if you don't want to eat. So if I'm with a client and their cousin comes in, that's happened to all of us. Someone comes in and interrupts, or a phone call comes in. Oh no, go ahead, answer the phone. Yeah, KG, you can answer the phone. So, okay, this will just be a second. They answer the phone, they talk. I'm like, who is that? Who's that? Who? Oh, that's your cousin? What's up, cuzzo? Hey, let me talk to your cousin real quick. I'm on the phone with the cousin, and guess what? I got another appointment. I either got another appointment for that day, or I've got an appointment for the next run day. Again, I'm picking a struggle. I'm very strategic about every single thing I do. I'm intentional, right? Because I want to make my future self happier. And I know when I come in with preset appointments into the office and I'm doing like this, and Becky, new agent, is sitting over there like, that's not me. That's not me. I call, book 2 appointments, and I go home, because I've got 6 to 8 preset appointments. I'm not playing games. All I got to do now is just verify. Or I'm getting no show it all day. Everybody who does show, I'm booking an appointment off of one of their beneficiaries. I'm not playing games. I'm not trying to go broke in this business. Okay. And a lot of you think like I'm really funny. I make jokes and stuff, but I'm really hard on my team. Like I told my team Thursday, KG got on a call with us. Before that call though, me and my 2 main leaders, We said, listen, McDonald's is hiring. They won't give out paper applications because we checked. We were going to give them to y'all because you can make more money over at McDonald's than you can make it here. And you be serving more people. So what you trying to do? Yeah, I'm rude like that. I'm just nice to y'all. Okay, I'm real blunt. But and the last thing, yeah, that's it. Never let a lead die. It's the same thing as take everything. If I got a lead, I am not like a lot of these other people who buy leads and just want to buy leads and then just forget about them. You can't come to me and say, Julian, do you have any extra leads? I'll be like, okay, good luck, because I have called these leads, emailed these leads, text these leads. I've sent a letter in the mail to these leads and then done the same thing from different addresses and phone numbers. I have this phone that has 4 lines on it. I have another phone in the car that has 3 lines on it. And if you walk near me with your phone, I'm gonna call a lead from your number, because I'm constantly, I'm paranoid about just the waste. You can't be wasteful. Now, is it less work to buy new leads? Sure, hey, I could do it. I got the money, little baby. I could do it, okay? But I'm not about to tell a new agent that some of you are to do something that I couldn't do when I was brand new. I could not buy $1,000 of leads. Someone said that to me when I started this company, I was at my lowest. And someone looked at me and said, oh yeah, just put it on a credit card. I said, what's credit? A what? A what card? Oh, you don't know I spent the last of my money moving back to Ohio. Okay, got it. Credit card? Yeah, it makes sense. Great. Nah, I ain't got it. If I apply for a credit card, the federal government gonna show up. It's gonna be like the Men in Black. They're gonna neuralize y'all. Y'all didn't know me, okay? It's not gonna work. So I had to learn to get it how I live. I don't waste leads. I'm the guy that goes into Chipotle and uses that cup of water to get popped, okay? Soda for y'all, all right? That's me, I don't waste. But I guess that's pretty much all the sauce I had. I guess I couldn't talk about hiring because I think I'm out of time, but if y'all had questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them.
Oh, we'll definitely get you on again. But unfortunately, guys, we're strapped for time. We always like to stay within our time. We do have 1 minute. No, it's okay. No, you did great. Julian, thank you so much. And I know, like I said, you're extremely busy, but you took the time out to give all that great information to our team and how important it is to get started. Because we got a lot of people on here. Guys, I will say this before we go. It hurts more to think about this business, to do it, than to actually put effort into do it. It takes more effort to think about it. And so, guys, if you just get started, I guarantee you'll never stop until it's done. And with that being said, everybody, please go crush it. I know I'm headed to my appointments. Guys, go run it up, go door knock, whatever you got to do to have success. I love you all, and I will see y'all next week. Have a great day and week. Bye.